After what feels like an eternity, Overwatch League Season 2 is nearly upon us. Along with some returning players, there are tons of new talent and faces joining the league. So before the next season officially begins, we would like to help catch everyone up and go over the 8 new expansion teams that will be joining the 2019 season of the Overwatch League. One of the 2 greatly anticipated Canadian teams joining the Overwatch League this second season are the Vancouver Titans, a team whose story is well known amongst the Overwatch community. The Vancouver expansion slot has been purchased by the Aquilini Group, the same ownership as the Vancouver Canucks, an infamous 3-time Stanley Cup finalist and our hometown team. With the announcement of the Aquilini Group buying an Overwatch League expansion spot and RunAway finally winning their first championship title, many fans were excited at the prospect of the grassroots team finally getting to enter the highest level of competitive Overwatch. Not to mention that the Vancouver management and RunAway had been rumored to be in talks all the way back in September 2018. However, as the expansion team exclusivity signing period came and went, the deadline for signing a minimum roster drew nearer and nearer. Fans grew increasingly nervous over the thought of RunAway missing yet another chance at the Overwatch League. But on the day of the deadline, there came the announcement everyone was waiting for. RunAway had finally made it. Through their reputation built upon blood, sweat, and tears, they would now finally play in the Overwatch League. On December 1st, 2018, along with the official roster reveal, the Vancouver Titans revealed their logo and branding. The logo features a Sasquatch, a sort of symbol of the Pacific Northwest, in the Canucks colors of blue and green. The Sasquatch has a stylized mountain on its head, as well as a V symbolizing Vancouver in its nose. As for their roster, most fans of competitive Overwatch are likely already familiar with most of these names on the team, but it wouldn't hurt to refresh everyone's memory. The Titans' DPS lineup starts with Haksal, commonly thought to be the player that first put RunAway on the map with his stellar Genji play. Having been with the team since he was 15, Haksal has become RunAway's most recognizable names and brightest stars. Other than a brief stint as their flex player, Haksal has spent most of his time as the projectile DPS specialist of the RunAway squad. Despite having played primarily in the Tier 2 scene, he has been hailed as one of the gods of Genji, alongside the likes of Agilities, Who Are You, and Shadowburn. Haksal's DPS partner and iconic member of the RunAway squad is Stitch. Stitch joined the team during Apex Season 2 and quickly became the hitscan DPS for RunAway, most notably known for his Tracer, Widowmaker, and Soldier 76. He usually plays like Haksal's counterweight, with the two of them working together to make space and set up big kills. The Titans' other 2 DPS players may not have been a part of the original RunAway roster, but both have since played with the team during Overwatch Contenders Korea. First of which is Hureg, previously a hitscan DPS for the London Spitfire and GC Busan. Hureg got cast down to Contenders when the Spitfire decided to focus exclusively on 7 of their active players. Unfortunately, he did not fare much better during Contenders, but now, after having clawed his way back up to the Overwatch League, he has a lot to prove as a part of the Titans. Rounding out the DPS lineup is So-Min Soo, who first made a name for himself playing for RX Foxes during Apex Season 4, until later shifting to Bond Spirit Gaming before he played for RunAway in Contenders as a flex DPS. While a skilled DPS, he has found himself a role in the GOATS meta as a very capable Zarya. Moving on, we have the Titans tank lineup, starting with Bumper. Bumper is an incredibly versatile player, having switched from off-tank to main support and to main tank. Bumper has been a RunAway staple since Apex Season 2, and along with Stitch, has been a part of the team during their absolute highs and crushing lows. Having gone through 2 major role swaps, each time quickly becoming one of the top players in that role, he now finds himself solidified in his current role as main tank. Arguably, Bumper could be considered the strongest Reinhardt and Winston player coming into the Overwatch League, for both his oppressive aggression, tree hit confirms, and synergy with RunAway's and now the Titans off-tank, Janu. Janu has been the off-tank for RunAway since Apex Season 4. While capable as Roadhog, Hammond, and other tank heroes, Janu has been more or less stuck with D.Va due to her continued importance in the meta. But since his joining of RunAway, Janu and Bumper have been an absolute powerhouse tank lineup, as the pair set up massive combos and cover their teammates. Now looking towards the support lineup, we have Twilight, who was one of the first great Sombras while he played with Team Konbok Spirit, but later moved to RunAway after the team didn't make the inaugural season of the Overwatch League. Twilight has greatly expanded his support hero pool, now capable of playing a high-level Ana and Zenyatta. Twilight has helped the tanks and DPS duo shine throughout both Contenders Seasons 1 and 2. Topping off another dynamic duo in the Titans roster, Slime is the second half of RunAway's Contenders winning support lineup alongside Twilight. Having joined the team around the same time as his support partner, Slime has been regarded as one of the best Mercies in Korea and was a real contender for match MVP with unbelievable Lucio play throughout his team's championship winning match. The final member of the Titans' 10-man lineup is the only one who hasn't played for RunAway, Repel, who was previously a flex support player for Element Mystic, primarily known for his Zenyatta. He had a difficult time standing out alongside Jesk's spectacular set of performances, but Repel has been a consistently strong player during his time in Contenders, and it would be foolish to count him out. The story of RunAway has always been one of the underdog, but now, as the Titans, the RunAway roster has their chance to win it all on the biggest stage in Overwatch, having now finally reached the heights previously denied to them. After seeing their show match against Team South Korea, many would believe the Titans loom over the rest of the expansion teams as one of the strongest rosters entering the league. But will they live up to their legacy? Or will they once again experience heartbreak?